Good morning. I want to take a look at this recent rally as a whole and just maybe put out a thought in your mind that maybe we're getting close to the end of a bull market. So in one of my old articles, let's see if I can pull up the picture. Here we go. I had this, and it was just basically a chart to say what would normally be leading and which sectors would normally be lagging in a bull and a bear market. And what I wanted to point out was that there's a big discrepancy between the performance of small caps and large caps, and there's an equally big discrepancy between energy stocks and technology stocks, which normally lead early in a bull market. So I almost feel like we're getting very close to this topping out stage. Now, if we take a look at this recent rally, you could probably just eyeball it and you could see what I'm talking about. See, I have my drawings already on here. Let's see, the Russell. I'm trying to find one that I have not already scribbled all over. Okay, so we have the Dow right here. If we take the Dow Jones Industrial Average and we just do a simple, actually, we'll go back to a 2-year chart. And we're going to compare this to, we'll pop in the NASDAQ, so NDX 100, pop in the Russell 2000, so RUT, and just for the heck of it, we'll pop in XLE, that's the energy ETF by State Street, and then, once again, just for the heck of it, let's pop in Apple. Sure, why not? Okay, so the way that you can do this is, I'm not even going to look at Apple. We'll get rid of that. It's skewing the chart way too much. The way that you can look at this is you can convert this into a weekly chart, number one, just to make things look a little more clear, and you go from each major bottom. So we'll take the bottom of last October, and we'll take a look at the graph this way. Now, what you see is, in this chart, where is the leader? So let's move this to a daily one more time, and we'll go right from the bottom to, actually, we'll just go to the top of that rally. So who was the leader in this rally? Well, if we're taking a look right here, you see that, in fact, energy was the leader. And right next to that was the small cap index, the Russell 2000. That was the leader. That is the green line. And energy is the yellow line here. This bottom one is the Dow, and the blue one is the NASDAQ. So we would call this rally right here a healthy rally, because we see small cap outperforming large caps. Energy's outperforming, but that's okay, that's fine. And now what we're going to do is we're going to move forward from this time frame, which was from here to here, and we're going to step forward to the most recent rally that started at the end of June. Now, we're going to change this time frame again from the very bottom, and here's what we see. What is outperforming is underperforming. Number one, energy is outperforming by a lot. This normally happens in a late-stage bull market. In the last chart that I showed you, you saw that energy was marginally outperforming the rest of the market. This one, energy is definitely outperforming the rest of the market. Okay, so that's the first one. Next one, we have the NASDAQ, and then we have the Russell all the way in third, and then we have the Dow Jones in last. So we're still seeing the Dow underperforming by the most. But what I want to take a look at now is, if we go back into studies, and let's actually change the Dow Jones Industrials. Let's actually change that to the OEX, which is the S&P 100. Shows you the 100 largest companies in America. And what you're seeing here is that the OEX is actually, and as we keep stepping forward, you see that the OEX is performing just as well as the small caps. And in this most recent rally, you see that the Russell is actually underperforming the OEX. So at this point, I'm thinking we're in late stage of a bull market. We see the Russell starting to lose some of its steam, and especially from this long-term chart, you can really tell that the Russell is losing its steam. This green line sitting at the very bottom of the screen. And like also, if you like Dow theory, we could also say transports are really underperforming. See that transports, that's this white line that is just going straight down. So late stage of a bull market, places to invest, well, of course energy, of course like things like materials, XLB, other things like not financials, not technology, maybe industrials. Large caps are good. If you want to invest in like the DIA or SPY, yeah, you should be fine. All right, so those are my thoughts for this morning, and we see the market going up. Looks like the Dow is going to rally about 57 points. So we see the market going up this morning. It's going to be a very choosy rally, so not really a stock picker's market. Just get in the good sectors. All right, happy trading.